Good evening, welcome back for those coming back and those on replays. Hey, we'd like you to stay. So tonight, we're back off onto the Outer Worlds. Now, I'm not sure how close I am to the end, but I do want to push all the way through as far as I can go. If we get through, we might do some dingling things with the game at the end, but we shall have to see. So with that, I think we should get back over to it. This, the Outer Worlds, continues.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the...
Oh, flip you.
Here's the other thing about tossball. Tossball is all about scoring goals.
Yeah.
Scoring goals. Got it. And you can score a goal by kicking the ball, throwing the ball, or
running it into the Saturday goal if you're a visitor. Or the Sunday goal if you're on the home team.
Okay, so if you're on the home team, you want to run the ball into the Sunday goal? Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
You can also kick it. That's called a foot goal. or throw it, that's called a hand goal. Running's worth more points, but it's got some risks. You could get cleaved, hacked, winged, bronzed. You could tumble the ball in the Wednesday zone, also known as getting humped.
Felix, are we still talking about toss ball, or...
Well, yeah. What'd you think we were talking about?
I'm more interested in where'd your feet go? Okay. I'm sure there was a thing. Oh, hello. There's a follow. Ah, Lord's Moosh 42. Interestable. Well, we'll see how you go. See if we can figure out how we go for here. That was a thing I could get through. I remember being in sewers before the Apocalypse, or Acropolis district. So I'm pretty sure there's a couple of guards standing right here at the beginning saying, yeah, no, you can't get through there. Right. So... maintenance tunnels beneath this. Yeah, okay, it's fine. How do I get to the maintenance tunnels? Where are the maintenance
You ever
tunnels?
seen a real-life Saltuna?
What do you mean live? Saltuna comes in cans?
Felix, Saltuna is a kind of fish. Lives in the ocean. You knew that, right?
You serious? You tell me there's a fish made entirely out of Saltuna?
Never mind. I'll tell you later.
Felix is such a city boy.
My dear fellow, you've no idea how our production was suffered.
Ah, maintenance tunnels.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
Well, I won't stop you then. There's a whole fish made of salt tuna? It's like, aha. Funny. Now, I think there might be a few... Have a look. Okay. Maintenance tunnels. There's some doors here, some tasties there. That's my end goal. How I get there, it's entirely up to me. Sounds like we got some auto mechanicals though.
Now switching to garbage disposal mode.
Here we go!
Screw one for Felix. Oh, that's the last of him.
I hope so. Good thing you decided to run out there and beat the crap out of them. Are you weighing here? You probably could have slipped by without setting off everything. Probably. Where's the fun in that?
I love a good brawl.
All the things. What else is in here? Ooh, ugly helmet. Eh. Mine and mine.
Here we go!
Friggin' rabbit sprats again.
Of all the sprats I ever saw, that one had to be the third biggest.
Flywheels, bits and pieces. Yay.
Gosh, that's clever.
I'll say that was a quick one. Right. It'd take me... What is it going to cost me? 7,000 to bring that up any further. Meh. That's going to cost me 11,000. This cost me 4,000. That cost me 4,000. That's just horrible. It's like, no! And that just brings it up to level 50, and I got... Oh, it would take all my bits. Not that I'm buying anything else with them. Right, that's just gotten too expensive. Like, it's gonna cost you how much? All your money.
Shh, Bort's just showing off.
Now, before I try to sneak in there, let's not cause too much mischief here.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
I'm just checking, just checking. I don't like going in front doors, mind you. But I mean, I didn't have to put holes in these corporate troopers. Sneak is important. Sneak is important.
Captain, I stand out here like a big, greasy thumb.
You're fine.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals. I'm sorry, but I've already exceeded my friendly banter quota.
Do we really need all this security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Can't be too careful. Dissidents like Phineas Wells.
I do have my hat on, do I not? I do. Well, let's see if we can find... a way up that doesn't involve this. Gonna have to try to talk our way past people? I think so. Quick. Let's check the heaves. That Charles Recounter is more than. What else do I have tucked in here? Do I have anything? That helps with the armor rating. Nice. Natural health recovery. Drink body attributes. Helps. Personality attributes. Gives me a hangover, though. Mmm.
Move along. State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high-priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon... Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
Oh, what a shame.
You don't have to be sarcastic about it. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms.
Cool.
Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Fair enough.
Don't worry, boss, I got a plan. First, we get ourselves some tossball sticks, right? Then we sidle up to him all polite-like.
Felix, don't you start.
Felix. No, let him cook. Bunch of tossball sticks and walk up to them this. How long's that hangover thing gonna last anyway? Me. Character. Skill search details, please. Hangover duration 4 minutes. 30 seconds of up and then all that. And I didn't even need to. Sad. Good reason not to basically wind up huffing alcohol. Like, oh yeah.
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors. I suppose that is admissible.
Just admiring the architecture.
Try not to break anything.
Damn, if I was better at lying.
Look at this fancy office. Chairman's bleeding the whole colony dry.
Ring City design. Neat. My dude, what is it about? Lot leaving. Oh. Hack 150. What's my current hack? Skills. Hack 56. -4 for hangover. 60. Hack 80, -4. Meh. We'll get up to 90, but not 150. That's no fun. That is not fun. Oh, put a fancy hat back on. View priority messages. Brink of starvation. Board science is worth this. Workers can afford contribute. Current version.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams.
It's not what you wrote in the note.
Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living. from malnutrition. But we're doing it together.
We'll die.
And that's what
Stop
matters.
slowing.
I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this!
Take
While
128.
Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That...
Read 9 months for your message to complete. Return to root. Try to... no. Return to root. Personal file. What's taking so long? Use them. Just get my office expansion done. Okay. Masseuse. Wedge messe. Oh. Food reserves. Plenty of this. From our inter-colony trade, nutritional profile produced in Halcyon has continued to decline. Starting to feel hungry no matter what they eat. Too expensive to buy from the closest colonies. This and minimum this for this. Oh, joy. Hit a UDL, overrule them. Thought you should know what they're at again. Great. Wow. Excuse me, I am stealing your munch. And this. Whatever that was. Got pills. Mine. Right. What's my journal start say? Learn this and that. Hoarding this. Yeah. Act natural, people. I have a nice hat. They'll let us in. I am not going to try to walk past those people. Ooh. Right. In case any additional sprats. That way I'm in and out and I haven't kicked the doors down. Ooh. Adreno time.
I tell you what, we'll change the font in our contracts as per your request. If you'll replace the landscaping around your offices as per ours.
Throw in a clause about hosting our weekly bridge tournaments, and you've got yourself a deal.
You drive a hard bargain, my good man.
They've got to pay me for something, my dear fellow.
Okay, where's this taking us? Like, oh, it's over there. That's okay.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge.
All right, how does this sound?
I guess that's the
Really
card I
your whole
printed
life in
out.
Edgewater?
Yeah, until the captain picked me up. I was the town mechanic. Had my own little garage and everything.
Don't know how you did it. If I had to spend every day working on the board's machinery, I would have gone spare.
I don't think I belonged, really. Folks tried to treat me nice, but we didn't understand each other.
I'm glad the boss picked you up.
Oh, there.
Crew wouldn't be the same without you.
Just see this. That's real sweet, Felix. Right back at ya.
What are you up to? I don't know. Something in my head. I won't tell him I basically sent the message.
What a pleasure. I haven't had this much company in quite some time. I dearly hope I'm not imagining this.
All right.
Excellent. I knew there was hope. Once the Earth Directorate learns of our plight here, they'll have to send help. Yes. We just have to hold out until then.
Well,
You are a bold one indeed. But boldness may not be enough.
no.
Unfortunately, the Earth Directorate, as distant as it may be, is the only power with the reach to curb the board's excesses.
Oh, I don't mean to sit around and wait.
You said it, boss. Corporate machine ain't gonna demolish itself.
This is most heartening. How I wish I could join your escapades. Unfortunately, there is little else I can do from here, and my celebrity would only imperil you.
Oh, yeah.
How delightful. What is it?
It's a parcel.
The latest issue of Dissident Hunter. I've been waiting for this. Most of what passes for entertainment here is appalling.
What you think about this?
Are you telling me you haven't read one? They're fabulously entertaining.
Gotta side with the minister on that one. Dissident Hunter's a work of genuine culture.
Also, they're a surprisingly useful means of ascertaining what's going on in the broader colony.
Mm-hmm.
The board's most pressing grievances tend to feature heavily as the problem of the week. Sometimes it's factory strikes, other times it's dissenters.
I'll leave you be then. Oh, we made him happy. Now let's go see if we can sneak into a place. Now, there was a fast travel point. Oh, interesting. Oh, that is interesting. Oh, hey, you got skills. Map. Region. There's no elevator call there. Interesting. Like, oh, we never suspected anyone's just going to straight fast travel to this point. Still technically behind the barrier. Yeah, we know. It's probably like, I'm not being paid enough to turn around and look at what that thing is behind us, so we're not going to do it. If I did a lot of dialogue stuff, Bard. Very nice office, my dudes. Obviously, where I need to go. Humans resources poor. This. Humans are our fourth most important resource. Got a complaint about anything? Feel this. You'll feel better if you do. Keeps eating my from this. Snot's the one doing it. Cracker crumbs on his lips. Purpleberry stains on his lab coat. There, I did it. I screamed a little. It felt good. Sit back in the kitchen, wait. Catch him in the act, and then come back right up another entry. I'm so livid. Return to root. Right, okay, that was not as helpful as I thought it may be. Wait. That means there might be some purpleberry crunch over there in that kitchen. They're waiting to catch somebody. That could be enough of a distraction.
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law. What did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Rightio. I have no need for that. We'll sell that, though. And all that.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
You seem like a woman who knows about sprat mitochondria, but I can...
Oh. Oh. You know, I always have time for sprat mitochondria.
Oh.
As well as charming men who can appreciate the finer points of cell biology.
Mitosis, meiosis, and the contours of reticula.
Confused, but also suddenly interested in science for some reason.
This is certainly a conversation worth continuing elsewhere, but I don't think I've seen you around, and I'm sure I'd remember you.
Oh, I'm new. Paperwork hasn't come through yet.
In that case, I can get you into the lab. Consider it a favor you can repay later. Follow me.
Like Felix, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I am honestly certain in science because he's been hitting on every lady on the way. Didn't realize it's like, oh. Some ladies, you know, they're just into science, big brains and all that.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
Thanks. Get in here, you two. Come on. Some days. Ooh, purple berry liquor. Ba-da-da-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum-ba-dum. For now, for now. Be very quiet. We're sneaking through.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had to... Hey, stop that! What do you think you're doing? Nice doing business with you.
Yeah. I didn't read it before I picked it up. I was kind of hoping it was a cylinder. It wasn't. Oh, that's good. Anything special back here? No. Just dark. Like, why did they put glowy bits on our suits? So it's easy for them to see us when we're standing out in the open. Of course, makes sense. Know where they are? Nope.
What? I've been waiting for this! Don't mess with it.
No, shh. Quiet, both of you. Damn it. Of course it is. Okay, if I get upstairs, I might get out there. Let's have a look. Okay. Nope, I have to go back out the way I came. Past those guys. And straight through there. Alright. Sneaky doo 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 doo. Hmm.
What? Hmm? Something.
All right, let's dance.
What was that?
Looks like we're doing this.
God damn it, you two.
What was that? What was that? I better take a look. Don't hurt me! I'm gonna go have a look.
That hurt.
Good thing. Find a way to the floor here. Out. All right. Okay, first of all, lab notes. Current round test resulted in some improvements. Subjects are showing improved circulation, increased neuron activity. Still unable to fully revive subject, long-term hibernation. Supply of dimethyl sulfoxide, which is methane, 2 methyl units combined with sulfur and oxide unit. Rather excruciating death. Compounded this. Makes war worse. Hard time. Further information. Results inconclusive. Cautiously optimistic. Of course. If we take all of it, we can revive all the people on the Hope. This, we can only get some of them. We'll see where this one pops out. How terrible. And this is why we wipe out things on a path we got. Cannot fast travel from this location. Of course I can't. Sprats. That was a solid moral decision you had to make.
Heads up! Just add air. Now available in
Why are you picking a fight over there? Just the way we need to go. Why are you two down there still?
Don't hurt me!
Jesus, stay with me, please.
Auntie Cleo's level head. Feeling a little off balance? Need a level head.
Ugh. When you bring friends with you, it's like you can't take him anywhere. It's like, I'm gonna start the corporate revolution. Start shooting people. It's like, God damn it, just go with me on this one, right? Just stay close. Don't bother running at them.
Here we go!
That's what you get!
High time send. Sniper rifle would have been good. Yeah, larger clip was effective.
Watch your step, Cap. The floor is wet. Sam recently mopped in here. If you don't mind my saying, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports.
Right.
And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Ah. You mean stumbling around the colony pretending to know what I'm doing?
I think you're being modest. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. Today the region is profitable for the first time in years. Its workers are productive. They might even be happy. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
You almost sound as if you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your way.
I did not steal this ship. I inherited
The board
it.
doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
Uh-huh. So, I'm sure you didn't bring me all this way just to flatter me.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
Alright, so you people need better security.
Yes, I'm aware that you stole a batch of precious chemicals and destroyed an important experiment. Enterprising of you, if irritating. My scientists tell me they'll restore the damage you've done within a matter of months. But I'm not here to talk about minor setbacks. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Alright, so let me ask you this. Wanted for what exactly?
He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on.
Well, you're going to have to.
Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
You want me to sell him out. I never liked the guy anyway. Not for free. The answer is no. We're done here, eh? Hold on. I'm getting a lot of noise on this signal. Could you off and never call back?
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's get out of here. He just leaves Typhon. I wonder what that's about. Must be a quest that takes me there. I haven't encountered it then.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Alright. Vardy, you're out. Felix, you're out. Yoika, Sam, you're up. But I need firepower. You know, betray him? Nah. But what's the chances of basically winding up in the middle of a firefight right in the middle of everything? We know how this works. Like, you know, we've been able to track you. Of course you have.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Yeah. Forget one for the colony.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself?
Yeah, pretty much.
I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers.
No, the chemicals we have.
None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I had to let the test subjects die, but...
Thank you. You cost of human lives.
Same.
Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
Mitigate damage to human tissue to the
You
ribosome.
say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
Oh, what makes you say that?
I used to work for these people. I'm intimately familiar with the utter incompetence of the board's own scientists.
True.
We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Yeah, that's something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
Well, Felix would be for that.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way, not exactly. We could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Engines probably. We'll have to probably reroute power or route from the unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
Experimental methods for killing noxious life forms are not covered under this unit's limited liability agreement.
Well said, whatever you are. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's...
He said this 3 or 4 times by now.
Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise.
Right, Pavardi, gonna need you. Everyone else has got engineering gear on the next run. Right. But you're bringing these? Absolutely, I needed possible firepower. I didn't realize we didn't need the firepower, but hey, you know,
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps...
I got a better question. How did you get it on board? I like that. Don't need that. I only need hack and lockpick, and I got what I've got.
ordering these?
All right.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is... Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Talk to you later.
I request you do not wake me.
All right. Who's got the engineering skill
We
to
have
pull this?
arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
All right.
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra too.
Great.
Or the sun.
All right. All right. Heads up. We need the engineering team. Ellie. This. Do. Nope. Sam. Okay. Ellie, a little bit of engineering. 9. Felix. No engineering. Yoika. No engineering. Victor. Got science. Sam. Some science there. All right. Pavardi and Ellie, you're with me.
Good luck.
Oh. Bye. Bye. Pavardi. Ellie.
Captain.
We need the engineering. We're just going to have to deal with it.
Down they go! Warmed up now.
Eh. Status. Power status. Power save, only life support is powered. Continue. Maintenance status. Ugh. Macrowave. Oops, didn't get quite the status. Hibernation. Relaunch roll call. Continue.
That ought to do her, Captain.
Let's show him. Don't mess with us. One down! Get ready!
Continue. Yes. Automated audio transcript. Continue. Nope. Got anything stealing? Nope.
Take him down!
that again.
Incorrect. They will try that again. Do you have anything else? Who brought the sprats on board this place? I'm sure they didn't come from Earth.
Hey, that's impressive.
It can be. Ah, there we go. License 34648432.
Nice one.
Critical sprat kill. Alright. You could have gotten that beforehand, probably. Yeah, but I'm going to be jumping these right next to it anyway, so... a little bit of,
Searching for.
We're pretty good at this.
Alright, logs please. Audio transcript, P. Wells, let's go to work. Test subject 112, hibernation bay 8. Let's say 2.5 hours. Go, time of death, 6 minutes prior, explosive cell. Haunting my to revive a frozen colonist, making a mockery. Combination of every chemical. Four hours sleep in the last 72. Harley Stanton, age 39. Join saying, I'm sorry, Harley, I couldn't save you. Begin audio log. As soon as I say those words, begin audio log. What a ridiculous, inconvenient program. What happens if I accidentally say audio log? It's just disposable gloves. Teddy down, Teddy. Slippery scalpel. Macy's anyway. There's no choice in going in. Alright, so he's...
Can you hear me, Captain?
Correct.
I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to... I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you slumbering in for so long, Captain? The missing one, I take it?
Current 9,999.
Yep.
Repent.
You all right, Captain? I mean, seeing this place again?
Fine.
battle scars.
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
I
That
believe
does
so.
it. I'm never ever getting in one of those pods.
They were trying to pull some people out, didn't quite work.
Here we go. Nice one. That's smart. Everyone all right?
Everyone's fine. Everyone's just fine. Hunt this. Eat about a third of our colonists. Oh, great. Wonderful, isn't it? Basically, the skip drive malfunctioned. And instead of taking 10 years worth of supplies, which is all they had on board, the crew basically started to starve. Couldn't take people out of suspended animation without, well, killing them.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Hope's so much like Groundbreaker. I knew they were sisters, but it's eerie. Like walking in another universe where we all died.
Logs, please. Automated transfer. Better you than the colonists. Idiotic. You don't keep... They'll die anyway. Necessary risk. Resi's pausing our course. Ship will fly true. You're gambling. 100,000 lives. And you're hand-picking a few that will consume it. You'll consume in your madness. Give me the drill. What would you do if this was the case? Out of food. Ship's got to get there anyway. Would you kill yourself? Suicide? Or just die of, let yourself die of starvation? Oops. Take that system. Patch Ada through.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Alright. Ready to sit with
Are
him.
you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Yeah, skip it to Terra 2.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Do it.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope.
Doing it.
3,
I mean affirmative.
2, 1.
ADA
Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in-system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
But we're not done yet. Crazy is not what we're up to.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Indeed.
Did we move? I hardly felt a thing.
Was that an attempt at humor, Doctor? Certain levels of drollness are difficult for me to discern.
Crap. We need to get out of here, but which way is out? Yeah. She's exactly like the Hullbreaker. Yes, she is. Both colony ships, same model. Groundbreaker.
Captain, Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Cool.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine.
Okay, point.
You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance?
Talk to you later.
See you soon, Captain.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall
You can congratulate yourself.
I congratulate?
We're going in with the big guns. Negotiate this with the Sprats for territory. Well, his ship's still here, so he's either still here.
Opening fire! Good score, Cap!
Putting trash in its rightful place for Morgan.
Oopsie, shot the pig.
Resuming passive mode.
Messages. Back bypass. Mm-hmm. Two Blythe, original map. Dirt side, tarot. Mistaken my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7 at present. Covering. Ship should be along. Sorry, Bubbles. Misty Pig. Misty Pig hoof. This I kidnapped the proverbial Halcyon prison fortress of Tartarus. If I had not been executed by charges leveled at me, I hope the person reading this terminal finish my work or rescue me, proverbial the latter. First entry. Hope made it Halcyon after all, 25 years too late. Ward doesn't know what to do with our ship frozen colonists. Leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They tried absolutely nothing. Apparently they're all out of prompts. Boulder Dash, cellular generation, long term. It's really a question of thermodynamics. Quite sure I can revive them. My requests. In 13 seconds, new record. Most of my last 93. Ugh. Statistically insignificant. I experiment on one subject. Population a lifetime. Tartarus nav key. What else are you hiding around here, Bernie? Frozen dinners? Those are supposed to be in the freezer, my dude. Calls himself a scientist. Keeps frozen food out in the open. Yeah. What can I get? What can I get? That? No, no. I've got enough of that. Take that. I got 100. Technically, I got 79 persuade, but lie and intimidate. I've got huge at the moment because I've got people with me that specialize on lying and intimidating. Right. No bang bang here again. Yeah. Oh, I have a perk. I don't know. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Not bad. 23 perks.
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
All right.
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling bored stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
I never got to know Doc Wells. We ain't friends or crew. But he's still one of us. He's the reason the boss is up and walking right now. We can't just leave him to die in Tartarus.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
All right. What's so bad about the labyrinth?
It's a torment, Captain. Think on the deepest, darkest pit you can imagine and wrap it up in a storm so nasty it'll peel the skin right off your bones. That's Tartarus. Still, we can't do nothing. It wouldn't be right.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Yeah, it's sort of like the last game mission, isn't it?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane, but maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
All right, we'll go eventually.
You gonna prepare? Sure. Guess I could give my ass-kicking boots another coat of polish. You got some sort of plan in mind?
All right. Never had a plan. I'm not gonna start
Now
now.
that's a program I can get behind.
Thinking on your feet's more important anyhow.
Yes, who needs a plan?
All right. So we're right there. Final mission. Do I think that final mission will take...
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Property of Fri. Right. There's this. Let's deal with this problem. Think so? Absolutely. I don't get to go to Typhon. Huh.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Alright. We're not going in shooty. Ellie, you're with me. Sam? No, Pavardi. Ellie Pavardi? Ellie Pavardi. It's like you've landed again. Yes, technically the board should be really angry with you.
Make him regret it. You got him!
All right, let's go talk with this, solve this problem.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
I know. This one Sublight wants us to sort of logs. Cascadia. Yeah, some combination of cabin fever, paranoia. It came where we imposed our superior on the world to be touched, colonized. Colonialism worked for a time. Oldest trick to this. Just trying to make humans adapt to this. Oh, Ruby.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
I'll be the one asking the questions.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Why would the board want you dead?
To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you. I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen. That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens. This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker. What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
Right. Well, subtype this.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
What were they trying to prove by experimenting on
We were
themselves?
trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
How about the food supply, aren't
What
you?
are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the presentation.
Then you know how desperate things are.
Mm-hmm.
I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Adaptation didn't say.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
I'm surprised you don't have more support from the board.
There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate.
I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Salt
It's
cruisers?
been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Colonists might get unruly upon
The
this.
board also has its brand to uphold. If you can't trust the brand, what else is there? Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
No, me neither.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
Right? In the future, try to stay away from plans to hack our
What
species.
kind of scientist would I be if I held to a promise like that? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Yeah, that's less work.
Wrong answer.
Here we go! Investigated.
Everyone all right?
Boring conversationalist. Well, your shit is well, shit.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
He will. Can't go killing off all the scientists. I think it's a 2-hour run through the final mission. Guns blazing, blasting as we go. Got 3,000 rounds here, 4,000 rounds here. Some. 8,000 shotgun rounds. It's the same rounds as the other one, so I'm not going to bother with it. Feared and admired by some people. Great. Bracken, shoot.
Please, I don't want to die. Oh, no.
Rizzo's Milk Chocolate Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Just calm down.
Just...
I don't want to die. Don't hurt me.
Myself. Please. No, please don't hurt me. I don't want to die. Don't hurt me.
What the f...
Don't hurt me. No, please don't hurt me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not listening to your ads.
If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
You'll get in trouble.
No, I won't. I'll blame it on you.
Hi. It's like, oh, we don't give a crap about you. Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Wouldn't it be something to see an Earth assault cruiser land here?
Don't be
Any fast travel down there? Nope.
ridiculous. There's no way one would fit.
How would you know? You've never seen one.
Neither have you. I don't know anyone who's seen one.
Ugh, why can't something exciting happen?
Behind them, everyone's a bunch of dead robots and stuff. Why doesn't anything exciting happen here? Still don't know where that key is for that other place. No. Don't feel like murdering your way through corporate security all over again? Not really. I don't think I've got anything else to do. There might be one or two quests I haven't gotten.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path.
Yeah. And tell Lilia to basically blow it out her bum.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Please avoid damaging yourself.
High energy fields draw and convert ambient aether into superheated plasma state. Used offensively. War of the World fizzles. Dun. You had a plan on your build. It just went out the door, didn't it? Yeah, I know. The only build I know of, you know, heavy companion build.
It's not the worst unless it's worst.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here?
Yeah.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
I want to find out what's going on with your headband. It seems to be busting through your head. Right.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
How's the Unreliable treating you these days, Wildflower?
Okay, I've decided I really love hearing you call me that, so keep doing it.
I know what it means to have a crew. If you ever felt like jumping ship, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker.
Say nothing.
Thanks. But that wouldn't be... The captain did get me out of Edgewater and all.
I hope you're worthy of her loyalty, Captain.
Right. Got a kindness to her that I don't aim to spoil.
See that you don't. Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
Provided you could.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Yeah, they all start somewhere.
Whenever you're through busting ass on a ship that works, you're welcome to bust ass on this bucket of bolts I call home. You've got my...
I was just gonna see if there was anything else I could do.
Routing through the backup relay has saved us a mess of trouble. Thanks to you.
Nope. Okay. Quick point here. Character. Reputation. Groundbreaker. Revering. The board is scared of me. Aunt Cleo is this. CMP is off-put. That's why, because I basically popped that. Deserters. That's that. Spacer's Choice is neutral. And Sublight Underground neutral. Sublights. But Sublight themselves think I'm great. Okay, so CMP, which I don't have to deal with. That's because I basically shot a bunch of them up in the Bourse factory versus sneaking past them all. Didn't have the capability to sneak past them all. Then I just busted out a gun and be done with it. Oh, before I go anywhere, I just want to double check. You usually have fairly up-to-date guns.
You looking to shoot targets, varmints, or... Oh, I sold it. Didn't seem to make me any quieter. That mod was for your gun, not your smart mouth. You want to bust my chops? Do it over drinks next time I'm on station. Please don't mind her. Everything I sell works.
Level 28, 34, 25, grenade launcher 3, 34. I think the guns just stop at a point. They seem to, don't they? They do! It's like, what is the best? That's a hard thing to put down. Like, science obviously boosts damage with plasma, shock, corrosive. 25 and N-ray, 25% N-ray corrosive. We'll talk about that actually. Right, handguns are basically, like you see, TDD location hit effects. Those are what happen when you hit your persuade, lie, intimidate. Meh. Critical handgun damage, 50% more. Critical build. Yep. Armor penetration damage, 10%. Debuffed enemy critical chance, plus 20. If they've got a debuff on them. N-ray damage type thing. Critical hits, ignore 100% armor. All the guns do that, for the record. Critical hits ricochet and hit another enemy. If you notice, very similar here. They all have the critical damage. Yep. See, they all have plus 50% critical damage, unlock TDDs. They'll have critical hits, ignore 100% armor. Heavy weapons instantly reload after using the last of their ammo. So technically that means your ammo pool is your ammo. Nice. Critical hits increase rate of fire by 30% for this, reload speed this, but you've got to keep on target. No weapon sway for 5 seconds after each kill. Good luck on that one. Right, just non-critical hits ignore 50% armor. That's what makes long guns really powerful. Everyone else gets the same thing, 130, same amount of critical gun sway-ish. Numbers will be there. Defense dodge. Like, more armor while using melee, obviously. Dodge distance, harmful status reduction. Cool. One-handed, two-handed melee, same thing. One-handed ignore, critical hits ignore. Two-handed, it seems to be the worst of all of them. Sure, they're unblockable, but, both of them have less TTD drain. Chance to stun, chance to knock down. Meh. 50% chance to stun. So you got sweep, or stun, knock down this. More of a status weapon, more of a critical weapon. So this is sort of the weakest set right here. Dodge, yeah. Stealth, obviously hack, lockpick. like I said, with gear, 53 from Pavardi. Yep. Like 53 from Ellie. Ah, so you're getting like 53 from each of them? Something like that. Okay. Right, so you can get lie, persuade, intimidate, hack, lockpick. Right, so there's a bunch of skills you can pick up from them. Okay, so these are your engineer team. Yeah, so you can beat the skills 150 with both the right skill people. The only thing they don't give you is leadership determination, or weapon skills. But all these skills here from dialogue, stealth, tech, that does. That's why leadership, this one here, able to swap them. Hot swap them basically is like swapping equipment. It's like, so that's being a high leader. Being a high leader and having enough skill points to basically hot swap every character, you can effectively get around things. There's a...
I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly. I... Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. Welcome back, Captain.
I'm going to cut that short.
How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you... How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? As... Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've got anything else. All right. Can only finish the main story. Will be unavailable for any saves made beyond this point. Yes, the point of no return. Hephaestus and Typhon. I don't know how to get there. I'll have to make a lookup of that. Go supernova difficulty? Maybe. Go get the suits and do that. Yeah, I don't care. Brave New World. Wait, what? Let's see. Confront the person who runs it. Sophia. Alright. New manual save. That's the last of those, then. Yes.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Anything this?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
You promise not to leave without me?
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain, unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Well, there was new people and landing violations. Well, of all the places to get arrested. Well, how long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Alright, how do I know you're a real officer on that? Show me your biometric ID.
Alright. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transfer data to external cartridge.
Sucker.
How can I be of assistance? Goodbye. We'll be here, Captain.
All right, who's up for this one? Felix. You're up for kicking corporate ass. Sam, you're up.
Or will we?
All right, here we go.
Corpse detected.
Don't miss, but the best.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
Stay down, Hullhead.
Everyone all right?
Clean, mean, and ready to kill Europe.
Stay down, Hullhead. Stay down, Hullhead.
Freaking end damage, crap.
Huh?
No break.
Shut up.
Can't let you take all the glory here, bounty hunter.
Orders required.
Dump the bodies of the rest of the Somebody clean up this mess.
Well, let's see what we can find.
Are you new here? I think we were hiring more staff.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, your security failed. We're here to test your security. You passed. Oh, thank you. Something tells me we didn't pass.
Area sanitization assessment. The labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy.
They say nobody's ever broken out of the labyrinth. Didn't say nothing about breaking in, though. Lead the way, boss. I got your back.
Purify. Take him down!
Henry damage.
Identify. Dropped object is an organic in left mode. Registration and maintenance job fulfilled.
Right, let's dance!
So much end damage.
Evaluation.
Oh, Sam! There's a preferred weapon for the actual companions.
Wow, nice work.
Unit clean, mean, and ready to kill
was
dirt.
fun.
Good idea? I don't know.
It's all in the wrist.
If you say so. Got plenty of practice with wrists. Yeah. Someone's gonna be, oh, that way we can make a funny joke about that. Yes, you could. Ooh, Inferno Sight gold. Pancakes! Fuck this shit, taking the pancakes. Fine.
Yeah, that's what you get. All right, here we go.
Guns. 300 for the full load. Take their full load of bullets? Absolutely. Really didn't boost it very much. No, they haven't. $44. 72 with hack. I like this better. What do I have? Oh yeah, we'll add that to it. It's only producing one at a time. Doesn't boost the skills any on it, unfortunate, isn't it? You just accepted whatever army you came across, pretty much. So it seems, although my level does go shooty up, 24. Transition to the pit.
Love a good brawl! One down has been sanitized. Area filth level assessment. Disgusting!
All right, access this. Continue. In, out. Anything else I can do? No, that's it. Cool. Pod 1 and Pod 2. That's stealing your rockets.
Preparing to neutralize and sanitize. Still got it.
Clear each level. Yep. Didn't need the music box, but we took it anyway.
I'm working as fast as I can, all right? If y'all would quit bothering me, I'd get this done sooner.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Fixing the FPS system. FPS system. Ugh, it's redundant, Melody. Can you just let me... Forced pacification system. If the prisoners riot, we gas them. It went a little haywire after the last deployment, so here I am.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I need to finish this, so get out of here, will you?
I've been waiting for this. Classification. Flawlessly
No, you're not gonna fix that. Mm-hmm.
Muting volume now.
Why would I need to be down on this floor? I don't know. Let's have a look.
Let's go, troops. Counting on us.
Next. Nobody? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let him have it.
Take out the threat.
Jump up over this? No, I can't jump up over this.
Gotta find cover.
Get him! Your path ends here!
Huh? Huh? Take yourself! Hands on the jaw!
Yeah, that's how we fix this.
Dirt alert! Dirt alert!
Nobody messes with you, boss.
Grab, asshole!
Zora can see me now.
Zora can see me now.
Manoys.
Ready to kick some ass? Hey, Cap.
We're with you, Captain. Kick some ass.
Clean, mean, and ready to kill germs.
Right, let's dance.
No break!
Ah, we all in one piece?
Yes. Ooh, milk. Gotta keep those bones strong. Not disturb when lights are on. What's this do? Concealed door.
Let's take him down.
I don't know if that was a mistake or not. Oh well, so be it. Cameras, continue. Regarding cameras, continue. Regarding cameras, continue. Oh well. Choice is made.
Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
You knew I had to bring Felix for this fight.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and...
Oops, shit. Sorry. Oh.
feeling jittery, are you? 'Cause I'm not.
Difficult job ahead? Consider equipping a pack of Sam's special solvent stain-out remover. It's ruthless on...
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
It's over.
I'm
Stan.
afraid I can't do that. You're a gifted warrior, Captain. You've made your talent for combat abundantly clear.
Mm-hmm.
For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
I'm here for this.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No.
How about your rebut?
Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Well, I don't enjoy the thought of killing you. There's been enough violence already.
In that we are in agreement. An end to violence is precisely what I want. An end to chaos. An end to senseless loss of life. The only obstacle standing in my way is you. I wish you'd simply cooperated with me. You're the finest marksman in Halcyon. You could have been my gun.
Well.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me.
Right? I destroyed your experiments in this. Plan's never gonna work. Can't intimidate.
Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test subjects you killed, they died in agony. My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more. That isn't true. It can't be. You're trying to manipulate me. That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists...
You know I'm right. I can see it in your eyes.
They gave me their word. Damn you. You are telling the truth. My scientists have been lying to me, and I was stupid enough to trust them at their word. We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments, you've set us back decades. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw a lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
Perception. We're trying to this. I guess if you had time, I got persuasion and science.
I'm aware of Dr. Wells' plan. Revive some brilliant scientists and engineers from the Hope and work with them to save the colony. He's already revived you, after all. 50 or 60 years ago, I might have agreed with you. But we've passed the point of no return. The best scientists in Halcyon can't save us now.
Gonna take a miracle to save it. Can do it if we work together.
I appreciate your confidence, Captain. But so long as you're allied with Dr. Wells, we can never work together. I haven't given up on the program yet. You've caused some complications.
Lost fallacy. Was it sunken cause fallacy? Mm-hmm.
I haven't lost control of the labyrinth yet. Our security system is still operational. I can still...
Enough of this. So.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on site and rinse your remains down a drain.
Oh boy.
And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
Oh boy, aren't you going to be fun to deal with? Healed. Eh. Bang my head on the wall.
Entering quiet mode.
Yes, please.
Wow, nice work.
What's this one? Designate access. LOL. You got a bad habit of doing that, don't you? Yep. This was supposed to be a grand fight, and you fucked it again. Outsmarted the thing. They put it in there for the people who are not combat experts. What can I say? You know? Where's this go? That's always the thing. And that's what I like about, you know, why I rate this is actually a pretty good game. Because they actually did do the work to put in, oh, okay. What if you're not a combat specialist? What if you're not this? You know?
Why won't you just die?
That's what you
complete.
Get me out of here!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
All right. You kidding? Doing this. Ah. Hey, you all right? What'd they do to you?
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Great. Well, you know, I'm not really in the mood for your theatrics, Phineas.
Theatrics. Merciful law, I wish I were exaggerating. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago? And the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Well, we have a lot of work ahead of us, so let's best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
How's one has to run I'm the only competent person left. You can count on me. Help you revive this. I'm going to do what I've always done. Whatever I want all the time. Yes.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free.
Hmm.
Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
It is. Choose Tartarus.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable.
Hmm.
From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on.
Huzzah!
In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. After returning to Edgewater, the deserters negotiated workplace reforms with Reed Thompson, including a single day of rest, which came to be known as a weekend. As the world around him changed,
This really is the best choice
Thompson
for
found
Edgewater.
himself pining for the old days. He was known to spend his
You gotta
weekends
do it.
in the cantina, nursing one of the few remaining bottles of Zero G, and repeating to himself, "It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice." As for Adelaide McDevitt, she tended to her garden in solitude for another year before passing away.
She's really a nasty piece of work,
Her body
her.
was discovered some months later when Reed Thompson paid her a visit in an effort to make amends. Her remains were buried in a place of honor underneath the floor of the Edgewater cannery. Reed believed this was what she always wanted. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs.
Oh, terrible.
It was a dark time indeed. Even the Gorgon asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the aftershocks of your actions. Olivia and Minnie Ambrose worked together to cure the marauders Adrena Time had created. Through their partnership as scientist and administrator, they discovered the harmony that had eluded them as mother and daughter. And through years of patience and effort, they discovered a means to wean Halcyon from the scourge of Adrena time. Their work eventually allowed Wells and his scientists to treat many of Halcyon's marauders. As their addiction waned, the colonists who had lived for so long under the thrall of Adrena time returned to their communities and loved ones, and joined in the effort to save Halcyon. In spite of everything, the Gorgon asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. The Rizzo's company in Halcyon dissolved after the collapse of the board.
Yahoo!
Needless to say, the launch of Spectrum Brown was indefinitely delayed. A stockpile of Spectrum Brown remains buried deep beneath the ruins of the old distillery, abandoned to time and attrition. With the dissolution of the board, Ruth Bellamy found herself without the two constants in her life: Byzantine culture and her sister Belinda. In the face of this new reality, she struggled to find a direction for her life. The colony had moved on from Halcyon Helen and would require new heroes in the years to come. And so Ruth Bellamy decided it was time to exit stage left. She quietly disappeared from public view. The dissolution of the board did not mean the dissolution of the ambitions of Cedric Kincannon, the charismatic leader of Sublight Underground.
Slug.
Cedric offered Slug's transportation services to the newly thawed colonists and set to work ferrying resources and food wherever they were most needed. For better or worse, slug headgear became fashionable in the following years. As the board began to disintegrate, Spencer Woolrich found himself at a crossroads.
Oh?
Cling to what little stardom remained to him, or help usher Halcyon into its new future. To the surprise of many, perhaps himself most of all, Spencer chose the latter option. Having learned a variety of different skills in the many different roles played throughout his lengthy career, Spencer founded a radio serial dedicated to staying alive despite the odds. His subjects included how to survive violent encounters with only grazing wounds, dispense pithy one-liners for tense scenarios, and, of course, how to look good doing both.
That's important.
After a brief attempt at dating Helen as one person rather than two, which both Bertie and Helen found too strange, Bertie struck out on his own to try his hand at raising woolly cows. Many of his former Rangers teammates soon followed, accompanied by the woolly cow the team had originally plied with alcohol.
That's the one that was in the hotel room.
Farm thrived under Bertie's leadership and care. The Dairy Rangers privately believed that the woolly cows softened Bertie's temper considerably, although the only one brave enough to say this to his face was promptly headbutted. Due to the board's dissolution, many of the Prophet's old customers no longer found quite the same value in productivity seminars that they once had. With her business drying up, the Prophet chose to take her followers down a new path. Months later, salvagers on Eridanos found clues leading them to a seemingly abandoned bunker out in the wilderness. Inside, they discovered horribly mangled corpses, sacrificed to a blood-scrawled portrait of a sprat-headed deity. The Prophet was not among the bodies. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony.
Always is.
Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create.
Hmm?
He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace.
That's good.
Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed.
Aww.
The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry.
Yeah.
Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony.
Nice.
Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists. the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Yahoo! So that's that. That is that. Now, I have heard they are trying to release a second one of these that's due sometime in 2025. A number 2 to this? Yes. Trailers have been that they haven't done this. I know Obsidian's name is right through the mud with Avowed. So we can only hope that the narrative team in charge of this one still has the hands in that one, because they did quite well with this one. What to next? What to next? I don't know. A little bits of this. I know when you've in previous playthroughs I've done, not streamed, of course, there was a case of, we'll sign up with the deserters. And, yeah, DeWitt is a real piece of work, right? Absolute case of sending lots of people to their deaths. You want to save the most people, you kind of have to side with Edgewater. It's just like, that's terrible. You can't even put her in charge of Edgewater. She'll just do the same. It's like, terrible. As for everything else, I'm kind of glad everything else turned out the way it did. Sublight Girl was getting a little bit about aliens. Absolutely. I was like, it's aliens. It's always aliens with you. Good times. You gotta have some people have a little bit of loopy-doo to make some things entertaining, I guess. I think that was a little much than more people would be prepared. So where off before? Well, I can see they've, since the DLCs, they definitely extended the max level. I don't know what it is. I got to 45? 46? Yeah. And it's just like, oh, okay. I just know you can't max out your weapons. That'd be 51 on your weapons, and you'd have to either just do one weapon, and that would be expensive. Like, stonkingly one. You didn't even upgrade your armor. Well, most of the time you don't need to. And this was on hard? Yep. This was all on hard. The next sort of difficulty level is the Supernova. That one's a real trick. Everyone takes less damage. You do less damage. It's always fun when that happens. Your companions can just be dopped down and die. It's like, So, me. Oh, so they were holding a 5e campaign, too. Look at that. At Death's Door. Level 7, Frost Maiden Warlock. Arcane Trickster, level 7. Oh, level 7's not bad for a 5e lift. Had a lot of people, though. So that whole piece about the D&D game on the asteroid was actually maybe in a reference to their actual D&D game they were playing in behind. That would have been fun. Hey, we're building the game. Yep. It's not on Fridays though. Why? That's our game night. International groups, the marketings, the communications. So some of the cutscenes chunked a little bit on this rig. I'm trying to broadcast them anyway. Probably wouldn't chug as much if I wasn't doing, multiple program sends outs. But hey, what's it? It is what it is. We do another playthrough on this. Ooh, there's a question and a half, isn't it? I don't know. I honestly couldn't answer that question. It's fun. And really, outside of changing your weapon style from melee, which I must admit is dull, ranged weapons is sort of pistols, rifles, or heavies. The only real other play is to basically be a companion heavy player. I've done those playthroughs before, so I must admit the game doesn't have that much replayability. It's, well, you know, you've got your standard difficulty, your different playthrough difficulty, the supernova playthrough, and maybe one or two others on play type. It doesn't really carry through though. But yeah, your initial stats are the most important thing in this game, so me. Everything else you can basically respec. So, you know, that's terrible. It's terrible. It's a good game, right? It does show how far some groups have actually come and fallen, though. It's like, yes, no, we've got all these things. I see elements of Avowed in here from what I've seen on the videos. It's like, yeah, this is an old game back, you know, around when Skyrim itself dropped, 2014, somewhere there. It's an old one. But no, it was a case of it was on sale on Steam during the Steam sale. Yeah, pick that up and we'll figure we'll play that at one point. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? That's a question. What game to go to? What thing to go to? Maybe a little more per talkables about things? We did sort of 2 points intelligence, 2 points perception, and 2 points in charm. Felt we didn't have enough. We had enough intelligence to get through most checks with intelligence. It's not enough charm and not enough lying or cheating or other skills. That was quite a wild release, wasn't it? Whew. Get a uni in there. Italians, just that. No speedy? Hold down? Nope. And the credits don't seem to have a speed up. There's probably... Oh, there it is. Yes. Oops. Oops. Oh, I guess you can't see that from there. Yeah. It'll be before I headed out. Just the final mission. All the things already done. Oh, okay. That's where it saved it. Me. But just to go over the final bits. So, yeah, 2 points intelligence, 2 points perception, and 2 points charm. Didn't lower my strength. I could have, right? I definitely had way more than enough carry weight, so lowering my strength if I was going to play a through one again. It does lower your inspiration, but I've had more than enough skill points to make it up, so that wouldn't have been an issue. Actual armor rated around 354. 36? Don't know what that's. This. Right? Dexterity, attack, reload range. That one I could have dropped as well. So I could have dropped both of these for a ranged play and gotten 2 more points to spread somewhere. Didn't need this one. Could have done with that. That's extra popping people in the chops in the head. Temperament's just health regeneration. Yeah. You know, it's, I mean, right? So that could have been helpful. Put another point in here. So basically put a point in, leave it at 20% or 2 points intelligence, 1 more point here, 1 more point here, drop those 2. I probably wouldn't have dropped this. Perks. 23 perks. Any particular science to that? Not really. Not really. It was sort of just a case of, initially there was some idea, and it's like, okay, I will take some, you know, make sure my weapons don't run down, give me a little more time meter, a bit more health. But eventually it was just a case of, that one. You know, put points into science weapons, didn't use them. So I could have. Absolutely. With my skills, no points in close combat, so taking those right down would have been good. Handguns, I disagree with those. It's basically these two, long guns and heavy weapons, I agree with. Just because, Yeah, everything basically falls the same, except lack of reload or lack of that defense dodge, close combat, whoop-de-doo. More points than these would have been good. But that said, more points here in hack. I didn't get enough hack stuff, so could have done with a few more points here. Medical, would have been neat. Would have been neat. Right? 80 damage for 10 seconds, because there's 4 slots in that. So that's not bad. Bonus damage to 20, or 20% just a straight damage bonus. That's never a bad thing either. So you could have gotten that one versus punching all over the place. Yeah, I kind of started filling these in. Oh well. Yeah, science is way over the top, because it is. Right? 40% more plasma damage, 76 more of that. More critical chance, that's only for science weapons, and the weapon range is for what science weapons again. Yeah, the 25% corrosion, that, and 40 for shock plasma. It's not bad damage. Definitely would have been worth a thing. So that one's okay. Yep. So pushing that to 150 would have been good regardless of whatever. Pushing that to 150, and I'd probably actually have not pushed that and pushed these 2 skill sets here. Right? This to 60 was fine. After 60 for inspiration, hard to say. Bonus to their damage. Yep. So that's not bad. You rely on them more if you're not pushing up here. And giving them more health, didn't quite keep them up as much on hard. So I suspect Supernova, you're going to have to put a lot of points into this. Primary points, secondary points, and probably just something. I don't know what the max level is, because as I said, I got to 46. Probably a few side quests along the way. 150 seconds. It's not bad. Merchant skill. Highest of your dialogues is used to negotiate the best price. Body armor rating, head armor rating. This, and of course, CNP's pissed because I basically took over the Boar Factory. Rizzos, I did not help them out, and I kind of scuffed them a little bit, so, whatever. That's okay. Most of these are the side points, which is kind of funny. There's not a lot of times you actually fight them. No. That's nice. N-Ray. Problem is it does less damage, just because it does damage over time. Everyone else's skills, they're all over the place too, so meh. Gave him as much armor as I could, but it didn't mean much. No, it didn't, did it? I don't know. Right? I was hoping it would push through a bit further. Guess not. Autosave, autosave, autosave. System save point. That's the one that popped up that says you should not go past this point. Which is kind of funny. Because I got Hephaestus, which I didn't get to. I got Typhon over here, which I didn't get to. Meaning there's some quests to actually get to these 2 worlds, and I don't know where they are. No. You know, we've been through the pharmaceutical station. That was necessary. We've talked with almost all their things. Eridanos, we think I did all the quests there, except for the guys locked in a closet. That was given by the Groundbreaker. Byzantium's not happy with me. Roseway, I don't think there's anything additional for Typhon. Oh, the lab. This. Oregon is tied to itself. Where would we get the quest for Hephaestus? Or Typhon? One of the furthest ones out here? And this. Fluff.
We are now in orbit of Byzantium, Captain.
Yeah, not really interested in that. This one. May spacesuits won't travel. Oh, that's right. Get some Spacer's Choice gear. Get some Iconoclast gear. Go show it off for that person. Next time I do this, if I do it again, I will have to make sure I do not do that. Do the run through the City and Stars thing sort of last. Hey, Sam.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
Easy done. Right. Max, you coming with me? Havarti. Yes. Melee weapons. 3's quick. Long time. Yes. Shoot him in the leg with time dilation. Slows them. Right. Now. See if I can find this damn key. Guy's locked in the room downstairs. It's like, yeah, I can't find your key, my dude.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warm. How may I be of assistance?
Oh, fair enough. They're still wearing their hats. Is this the way down? Nope, it's not. It's their office. Right. I went looking here to see if there was a key. I didn't find a key down here. I did look. I spent a whole good entire time looking for it. Trust me. I was very into the Helen thing. No, how that ends. Requires a key card or some way into this room. I have no idea where the key card is. Broke into every other room down here. Like, you didn't steal a lot of things. No, I didn't steal a lot of things. I could have made even more money by stealing everything that wasn't nailed down. It's true. Bit cartridge.
Subtle work, Captain.
Alright, maybe that got the door. No. This door controls some other door. Gonna run around here for a little bit? A little bit. Well, spacecraft. You know, I want to see if I can figure out where it is before. Well, you know, the classic case of, hey, you can now basically, you've played through the DLC, you know how it ends. Yep. Okay, toss ball sticking. That looks like it would hurt if you got beamed by it. You know, mod out equipment a lot more. Oh, I saved about every mod I could get, but it didn't help. I don't know. I do not know. Some here. Well, we found all the clues. We did all the things. We just can't sort of... Yeah. What a kick in the pants. We don't know where that was. Any other subquests? Maybe a few on Byzantium, but they hate me. At this point, yeah, once you shoot up the place, it's like, no, we don't want to be there anymore. Ugh, it's terrible. Don't like double jumping? Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, I don't know where to go on that one is. But, you know, that's okay, though. It is. Oops, where is it? There it is. So that's that one, and then the modeling one would only get me a few bits more and some experience. So, I don't know. Say I managed to do the few, not that many real main quests, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but there's a lot of other stuff you sort of have to do in between. This was a lot of work. Even then, even more for on Aranos. And when you botched, yeah, I didn't hand it to him. I handed it over somewhere else. Like, this. It's like, oh no! Yes. I don't know if that was the right way, but it worked out in the end for me. It did, didn't it? It did. Drop back to this. Alright. So, man, there's not much I can really say about that. Sort of done with the Spacer's Choice. Yes. Now we have the great fine decision, deciding what we want to actually run off to next with. You know, did come off Starfield for this, so I'm not going to go back to that anytime quickly. Nope. Not a bad game, not a great game, but, you know, it's fun. Let's hit something else. Now, I don't really want to kick off a game on this VOD. I don't know if we should make a choice here, there, or everywhere for what we do next. So we could continue on with rampant shooting, banging, and killing things. Run back to a different... No, I'm going to have to make those decisions as we go. Yay! I'm actually going to have a call it an early one this evening, I think. I was expecting it to go a bit longer. I didn't expect it to be short like that. Oh, well. Yes, usually I run till 11:30, but unless I want to run just a little bit of fantasy in the background, I can do that. Or, wait, hear it out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Better idea. Better idea? Better idea. Give me this. Dun-dun-dun. Let's load up something else temporarily. Yes. Go do some crash and bash in the meantime. Like what? That's going to be a pain in the butt. They've done an update for that. Yes. Yep, that's going to need an update. That needs an update. That sucks. Sucks 3 ways sideways. Yeah, they're doing some balance works with the new that for Dark Tide 40K, so I can't run that without a verification of file. How long is that going to take? long. Haven't played this in a while, so it's up for an update. Should be kept up to date, but it isn't. Always fun when you're trying to find something to do in the background of stuff, but all the things you usually do in the background require updates. So we'll let it run. We'll let it run, verify the files, make sure Dark Tide's all up to date again. Always run over there, that's always fun. Nothing like going crazy there. Yes, yes, yes. You take the time to figure it out. Of course, you can't show that. It's just going to take its time. Ow. Right, and I know if I update my Warframe, it's just going to turn around and go, hey, by the way, yeah, I got to do a cache recovery. Cache optimization. We're going to basically dump all the stuff that's loaded into cache we don't need, and that will take stupid amounts of time. Always stupid amounts of time. Yes. We usually make sure every sort of game's up to date and all the way before we start playing. That's why. Gotta have it. Gotta do it. Otherwise, it's just going to be sitting here for all night going, oh, this is great. Look at this load screen. And I know I don't have a lot of animated things going on the screen anyway, so it's like, hey, yeah, pay attention just to my voice. Hopefully it's not grating, but hey, it's what it is. Promise once I start that, it's going to be all night. Me. Yeah, no, that's going to take too long. What else can I do? Dun, 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 dun. Let's see, that needs an update. That's not bad. Character creation. Character creation. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Gotta do some quick updates on here. Meet. Give myself another something to play. Give it a moment. Bum, bum. Edit your description. What are you up to? Title. Need something here. And let's change this. You. That off. Dun, 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 dun. Type, 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 type. I cannot spell. I certainly cannot spell. Too much time spending using spell checkers. It is. It's like, oh, look, you can spell checker this, and you can spell checker that. Usually you get pretty good on that, and then all of a sudden you forget what certain words look like, and you're like, ah. No, not that goofy thing. Yep, there we go. That's what I want. Nope. Piss off. I'm not looking for an AI bot. To the system. Yes. Do that. All right. Yes, yes. User data has been corrupted. No crap. Really? All right. Let's put this over to this. Close that. Alright. We can't do net, we've already wiped out the whole thing, so we're gonna do a new game on it. Skip ahead? Well, that's just sad. We'll do a regular start. Stuff it. We come back to cyberpunk again? Why not? Spend some time on the character creator. Let's try some fun. How much messed up skin do we want? Takes a while to do this anyway. Five's clean. Boring character? Fancy character? Dusty blonde will work for this time. Eye color. From the pile. Pick from the pile. Go with a little Matra Magic blue there. I think that ice. Go blue. Most annoying things in the game. Which noses are there? Yeah. Oh, give me a second here. Yes, confirm that for a second. No, confirm. Get rid of that. Thank you. Ugh. That's going to be annoying. We're going to start. Can't have that blaring in there. That's just like horrible. I mean, that was like stupid and Scorpy. Stupid and Scorpy. Stupid and Scorpy. All right, let's try this again. That. Okay, we went here with this. We went Dusty Boop. Dusty Boo. Color blue. Ugh. I wouldn't want to pay the dye factory for that one. Crazy redhead. Dark hair. Ice gray. Maybe. That would drive me nuts. I couldn't look at my own eyeballs if I was looking at something that I didn't look eyeball-y on the way back. That I must admit, I would go myself nuts. We gotta jump into this on the next time? I don't actually have that answer. I know I'm gonna spend the time to do the sort of thinking about it. Eyelash color. No, set it black. That just looked weird. Starting on 7. Picking noses? Picking noses. That's why I don't do this on stream. I spend all day going through it. It's like, what do I want my face to look like? I don't know. The answer isn't actually a case of QE rotate. Right? It's not a case of, we're going to make them look really handsome. It's something that I can basically go, okay. Ugh. Yeah, that's understandable. No, it's not, oh, they're really good, or oh, they're really terrible. It's more of a case of, I can stand that person in the video thing looking back at me. 21 jaws. Holy crap. Nope. It works. Ah, fricky eards. Beard. What do we got? Goatee inside is. Sidey birds. Manchu. We've done the full beard before. Done the goatee before, too. Why is it beards always look so scraggly? It's like they put all this effort up here, but this... You know? Yeah, it's like the full beard looks good because they just do a one big heavy texture and add some minor to it. Silver all the way? Why not? Eh. Actually, that one looks better for a base silver. Oh, that's right. They added a whole bunch more cyberware, didn't they? Yeah, not a fan of that. Don't like that plate. Oh, that's not bad. It's a little rough. So, classic one. I never liked that one. That one always bugged me too. I didn't mind this. Jackie's look to it. It's basically because those are patch points to get underneath there. That one was okay. It's not bad. That one's fun because it looks like it belongs in sort of, shit. Deus Ex. Oops. Oh, there's some in the chin as well. Unfortunately, you can't just pick from the top. You have to go through them all. Eh. Okay, let's take another look at the cyberware. Oh, that's not bad. Go with that. It's got merits. I can't change the color of that, can I? Nope. Facial tattoos, piercings. I don't like piercings. Nope. Teeth. Good enough. Eye makeup. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Blemishes. Nope. Nail short, missed comment. Don't care, don't care. Of course, it's off. We're not caring about any of that stuff because, let's face it, you don't see that stuff. So what looks good here? Actually, that looks okay. Gotta do the full thing. Cool, cool, cool. Respectable nose. Decent eye. Don't care. Skin tight. Hairstyle. Correct the hair color again. Yeah, we'll go with that. They got... Oh. Start from 1. Okay. 51. Nothing. Cool. New... Oops. I'm on hair color again. Like that sometimes. Nope. It's too spiky. Straight. Through cut. Eh. Something that's, you know, screams corporate. I don't know if that screams corporate. $34, $35, $36. I think I used this once before. Very simple. It's very simple. All right, mark it down. 36. Last patch, they added some stuff. They did. All right, 36 it is. The only one that looked like a case of normal. 36, beard 2, eyes, nice, cool. Change the color, though. Well, that's a little too bloodshot. Hmm. A world with all the different things you could do. Tattoos. All right, let's see what they've done. Facial tattoos. Well, we don't want a barcode on your face. I don't know where that is. I must admit, that does look quite striking with the piece in there. Relic. Don't know why you'd want that tattooed to your forehead. Nope, no face ones then. I usually don't go with that. I suppose they got to start doing strange things with tattoos. You got to be able to break it up a bit, I think. Oops, I skipped one. What's that one? Like, for instance, if you could kill the front part of that and the shoulder part and just leave it as the, you know, what's it say? My soul inserted with vital force won't spare what I'm hunting for. It's the animal out for blood. I wouldn't stop the not backing down. Just random tattoos all over the body. More randoms. And why would you have Arasaka tattooed on your body? I guess not. All right. Simple enough. All right, so basically, I gotta do the numbers on what I'm going to do. Yep. 6, 2. I'm just gonna call it here. I think I will. What you do? That's what I do. One, 5. Take a note of these. One, colors I don't care about. All right. So, my intent... Yeah. What's your intent? Ah. Isn't that the fun part? All right, gonna go with an Intel body of 3. I don't really, on this playthrough, hack and slash, want to play a melee character using hacking. It's not an unusual system. It's not too terrible. It isn't new. If I'm going to do that, I want my intelligence and my reflexes fairly high early. Because, you know, blades and intelligence. So, minimum 4, that gives me my beginning entrance. 5, because the next point is 9. So it only takes 4 points to go up there. But I also want my tech ability up at 6, because if I want to start punching my cyberware, which I will, I'll need the first 3 levels to basically get that into 9 early, so I can start punching that stuff. Cool and body can basically sit on a fence. There are going to be rules? There are going to be rules. All right. V. 3 body, 5 intelligence, 5 reflexes, 6 technical, 3 cool, no unspent points. Okay, so they changed that. Before they had this, they did the update. Before, I don't know when they did this, but it was just these. So now they've said, okay, we'll let you get into the game and then spend the points. Well, fair enough. Prelude? No. Just the Jackie call.
V, you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You all right?
Fine. Just needed a breather.
Sounded like you blew your guts airlock.
Yeah, I barfed. It's just stress.
I hate that.
Esa chamba te va a matar.
Right, not dead yet.
Don't worry, I'm not dead yet.
Exactly. Yet. Anyway, what's going on?
Is there a problem? We had a leak. My boss called. Dragged me in because we had to intervene. Everyone at Night City HQ is on edge.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
Jackie, if you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked. Don't worry about me. I'll manage on my own.
Buena suerte.
Welcome back. Yeah, that's a good times. That's where we'll leave it? That's where we'll leave this. Right, that's all I wanted to do. Give me a bit of time to burn. I know. Put this in here, update that. Boom. All right. So I expect to be basically spotted all of nowhere. So what's the wrap up? Okay. So we finished our Spacer's Choice. Yay. Actually did very, very well with that. Excellent. I got to do some tinkering away with Cyberpunk, but I got the character element I wanted out. Hooray! You gonna play that next? We're gonna have to roll a die on that one. You got one? I have plenty. I have a whole box of dice. Ooh, snacks. It's like open up the cupboard. Oh yeah, there's snacks in there. Sorry. I did not realize I kept snacks. Well, I didn't realize I still had snacks in my cupboard. Holy smackers. Yummy. Ooh, I know what I'm having after. Get into it. So yeah, we did that. We got onto this. All right. So I've got Baldur's Gate, which I got another character development I got to do on that. Yep. Update that. I got to update my Warframe. Hurrah. My Dark Tide. Got to get that up to date. Yay. Didn't realize they were bringing in something else. I've been playing some other games in between. Yay. More stuff? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I will throw it up. I will flip the coin. I will basically flip the coin between if I do Cyberpunk, actually, that would be a better way to do it. If I do Cyberpunk, I can go through another playthrough, hack and slash. Right? I got the rules for that. You do? I do. I have rules for that. It's going to be on very hard, as per normal. Right? We're going to be basically blades are our only kill weapon. Right? Is you going to use arm cannons and stuff like that? No. Right? If I use grenades, then explodey grenades, I might be basically scuffing myself. It's like no. I'll actually not use attack grenades, so set them to recon because those do not hurt anything. Right? No flashbang grenades, no smoke grenades. Those ones. Smoke is. I hope they got that working. Because it was basically just a case of, hey, look, it's a distraction. Right? No combat quick hacks, no ultimate quick hacks. It'll be control and covert only. Right? Once I get out of the no. That will be, of course, once I get out of prelude. Right? So prelude, anything goes. Right? Yep. We will be counting deaths. We will. See how well we do. It's unlimited deaths, so much like the no cyberware thing, it's just going to be a number running up, see how bad we get posted. Absolutely. Right? The first type of melee playthrough we tried to basically do under a number of deaths, and that failed, and it was like, oh, crap. Why not do a Sanderston playthrough with melee? And the answer is Sanderston is bullet time. And Berserk is basically invulnerability. Right? Well, it's bullet time, and well, that's tactical time dilation in Outer World. It's bullet time in every other game. Z time in Killing Floors franchise. It's overdone. It's overdone. Right? It's spectacular to see it and understand what it is, but mechanically, it's just bullet time. And yeah, it's like, oh, and run up to them. Wop, 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 wop. Oh, wop, 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 wop. Right? So that's Pluty. It is Pluty. Right? So yeah, I'm not doing that. So covert hacks only. So that there are 5 covert hacks. We will be dropping ping because recon grenade. Okay. We will carry a 1 weapon, pistol SMG. No throwing knives, right? Right, no throwing knives, no explodey grenades, no flashbangy grenades, nothing, no EMP grenades. No EMP grenades. Really? Yep. Just a basic blade as our primary weapon. Ooh. Yep. Secondary weapon, we'll carry a baseball bat. Then put any points into blunt? No. No, we are not doing that. We're just going to be carrying a baseball bat because, right, or stun prod or something similar, because we need a non-lethal way of dealing with psychos, of course. Baseball bat and a axe modded weapon can do that quite nicely. It kind of feels a little dumb to base. It's like it's a Pax bladed katana. That's a baseball bat with extra steps. Right? That's just a baseball bat with extra steps. So yeah, you know, a blunt weapon, yeah. A bladed main weapon, yeah. That way we don't have to run back to our stash, or we'll just keep it in the stash. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no, we'll keep a baseball bat in the stash, or blunt weapon in the stash. Yep. Legendaries go in the stash because they go on the wall. Cool. Right? Carry a katana because they're sort of the fast attack, decent damage weapon, and we'll take a chain weapon because why not? For the Emperor and all the rest of that jazz. Smart tech. We'll take smart or tech weapons as our pistol submachine gun. Primarily because there's a few missions where you kind of have to hang your head out the window and shoot bad guys. If you don't have a pistol or such a thing, they're going to give you a Unity pistol, which is crap. Yeah, so we have to have something there. I don't know what, but not a power weapon because I do not want to basically have the possibility of putting a silencer on it. Right? No silencer type schmutz. Yep. A lot of fun. I used to be able to put them on revolvers, and they were really good for that. But then, no. Anyhow, I'm trying to extend them. Trying to do well. So, you know, that's about as what we're going to do with there. Okay, so our first couple of levels, which we get pretty quick. Yep, do some non-combat missions or stuff we can clear pretty quick and easy for our first few levels. That should give us into level 9. I'll just grab myself a quick point here and go this, and this. Where did I store? Oh, I didn't store it there. Where did I store what I was doing? It's here, right? Nope. Ah, there it is. I did do to their site to have a quick look at a build planner. Right. The reason why I want tech ability, I'm taking tech to 15, no more. And I need to get to 9 pretty quick so that I can get access to all things cyber and Lucky Day. Right? I need, just so I can get access to there quickly, right? I need to also start putting, you know, until you get to 9 intelligence, you don't get access to your really cool perks, but there's enough low-level ones that I'm going to take a while. Right? You know, get quicker access points, get that reflexes, of course. I'm needing to basically 9s when I get my actual blades. You know, blade skills and so on like that. Now, question is what do you put in for the arm slot? Because obviously I cannot, right? For the punch-out ones, yeah, there's a question. There's not a lot of stats to give this, but there is sort of the bad guys that have a specific things. What is it? Take on the kid, so on and forth like that. Yeah. For those, I will, you know, if I do arm modification, then I can swap between fists and something else, and most likely put a mono wire. So it'll be a hack and slash with mono wire. Why? Monowire gives me a few extra goodies. Mostly it'll be like an electrical one, just so I have something to deal with robots and other smutz piles. But I think I will call it here. I know, I'm early tonight. Strange. Hate that. Would have liked it to go much further, but unfortunate, it's just the way it is. Anyhow, gonna roll it? Yeah, we'll roll it out. Right? I mean, I can sit here and chatter, but I don't think there's going to be anyone showing up to basically hear me mop out into the void. So, is it Cyberpunk or something next Friday? I will have to say yes at this point, right? So if you're in for it, probably next Friday we'll be doing Cyberpunk again. I know, it's like you've done so many playthroughs for it, but I haven't done this type of playthrough for it. And, you know, I have to take a look. There are, what? What are my achievements here for half a moment? Which ones am I missing? Actually, which ones am I missing? Oh, frequent flyer, find all the data terms. You haven't done that? Not apparently. Gunslinger, shoot a grenade out in midair with a revolver. Not doing that, because this. While Berserk Cyberware is active, perform superhero landing, kill or incapacitate 2 enemies. Killer 3 with 1 detonate grenade quick hack. That was always those were always painful. And the 3 hidden achievements. So 7 missing. The rest I have. And I'd probably put it at, you know, I've done Tower Ending, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Done your sort of all the rest of them? Absolutely. Right, you know. Which one? So there's 2 sort of ends there. I think that's the hardest one. Oh, I think I know why. That's the least achievement. Okay, I get those ones right there. King of Wands, Songbird to the Stars. Yep. Swords, that's when you basically turn around and let Reed take her at the rocket. So you get all that way and then you let her be taken. Right? Yay. Yeah, get that. Cups is the hard. Pentacles is basically do the robot ending. Basically betray Songbird and try to do the robot ending. King of Cups, do the thing and then pull Songbird's plug yourself. Yeah. Oh. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. So a few achievements. We'll decide which way we go. We'll have to decide which way we go. But that's for the DLC decisions. Yes. Looking for another ending. Looking for another possibility. Yeah, I don't know. Did the face in the crowd? Did the other things? Who knows? Who knows which way I'll take it? But we're going to have to say end of the day. Yes, 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 yes. Play it out. There it is. Sitting here vaping, I'm not doing very well at it. I gotta have topics to talk about, and I don't have anything to talk about other than video games. Right, I'll get all my other games up to speed, otherwise I can play those at the back end if I even need to again. Keep them up to date, that's a better idea. Yes, 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 yes. But I'd like to go thank you for those who tuned in this night. If you catch me on replay, hey, thank you. And if you watch this absolute pile of madong on YouTube, thank you very much for basically tuning in. A little bit of a crazy one. Yeah, good times. But, yeah, if you don't hear any differences, it'll be Cyberpunk coming up on it with a hack and slash. I've gone over the base rules, what we're going to try to do. I'll go over them again when we get to it. Right, character creation was tonight, so if you wanted to see what I was doing, that. I don't spend a ton of my time on character creation. First time I do, but after that it's just a face that I can handle. Easy. There's not a lot to do in some faces. No. Cool. And say we're back on Final Fantasy 14 the Monday. Absolutely, everything's on for Monday. Absolutely. So we'll see you Monday for more Final Fantasy. We got more randoms, more Moogles, more tokens. See if I can't get some more pants. Yay! That's what up. So we're out of here, and well, basically we'll have to catch you laters.